Hello, family. Thanks for tapping into my YouTube video. Again, my name is Christopher Tolentino. And if you haven't yet, please also follow me on social media at Christopher Tolentino underscore realtor on my Instagram. I highly recommend that. But, anyways, I don't want to waste any more of your time. Let's talk about development properties, the buying process. All right. So, let's start with the first question here. And the first question I always get is, Chris, who should I reach out to? Should I reach out to the lender or should I reach out to a realtor? Well, regarding development properties, I would always most likely recommend going with a realtor because your determination of which development property you want to work with or which development properties you're focusing on is going to determine the loan officer that you should work with. And most of the time, whenever you're buying into a development property, I always recommend using in-house lender, using their lender. Not only that, the transition between the finances is easier, there's a bigger chance you might get a lower interest rate, which right now, I'm currently residing in Oahu, Hawaii. DR Horton, Hoopili is where I currently live right now. They're offering single family homes at interest rate at 6.5%. And if you're not aware of where the interest rate is right now, they are averaging about 8.21%. So that versus a 6.5, very difficult to basically compete with. And not only that, they're also offering for medical workers an additional $1,000 of closing costs on top of a $5,000 just for using their in-house lender. So that's a total of $6,000 in closing costs. And I believe if you have owned your second property with DR Horton, they'll even add on another $1,000. So if you own in the mainland, you own on the island, and you're looking to kind of expand your real estate portfolio within the DR Horton umbrella, they'll give you an extra $1,000. So that's $7,000 towards closing costs. So that's a lot to definitely compete with as far as interest rates and closing costs. So that's a little bit about that. So again, talk to your realtor first because they're going to determine whether you use an in-house lender or if you're buying a resale property, then you should probably use an outside lender because it's two completely different worlds. Now, the second question I'm often getting asked is, hey, Chris, is the price negotiable on a development property? And the answer is no. Most of the time here in Hawaii, the answer is no. So I'm going to go with that. I don't know how it is in the mainland, if it is negotiable, if you can kind of see what their list of homes are, maybe sitting on the market. You can probably go there and ask them if you want a lower price. But in specifically in Hawaii, the answer is no, only because I guess the demand here is still going for development properties. There are people still waiting in line when the release is out. And it's all because people are very aggressive in the real estate market here in Hawaii. They want that prime lot. Therefore, they want to get there first to ensure that they get that prime lot for the same, almost the same price point as the rest of the list. So yes, being there 1 to 2 hours ahead when the release is out is definitely a must if you're trying to go for a specific type of lot. Next thing is most development properties here in Hawaii is non-contingent. So I know it sounds like a very scary word, non-contingent. It just means that in order for you to buy these development properties, you cannot have a contingency of you have to sell your previous property first. That's not how it works. They want you to get into these homes free and clear, and that they don't need for you to go wait around for you basically and go sell your home before you can get here. So main answer to that non-contingency situation is you need to sell your home, get those funds out, and then you can get involved in a development property like Ho'opili, or I believe mostly all development properties here on the island, Castle and Cooke, Gentry, Howard Hughes, which is Ward Village. Um, Number two, let's talk about reservation. So if you don't know a little bit about how the market works here on the island, again, as I was mentioning, you need to be very quick if you want those prime lots. You got to be first in line, and it's always going to be a team effort between you and your realtor. So if you live on the island, a hiccup might be that you're currently working, maybe in town in the Honolulu area, and that you need to get in that sales center first. Me as a real estate agent, I can actually represent you as a home buyer, and I can also choose and pick your lots for you. And all I would need is two things. First is your $5,000 deposit, and second thing is your pre-qualification letter. So again, going back to talking to your realtor first, getting all those documents together before moving forward with any type of purchase. Should a release out, it's all about preparation. Okay, having that kind of teamwork effort between you and your realtor, especially here on the island of Oahu, purchasing these homes, you gotta be very, very quick. So again, that's a little bit about reservations. Now, back, I'm recording this video in 2023, and back in 2021, when the market was hot, the way that reservations work was via lottery. Now, when you're purchasing property via lottery, you would normally put your name in that lottery bowl, and they would pick out the name. And if you're number one, you get a first choice on that entire list. In today's market, is first come, first serve. So what they normally do, especially in properties in Ho'opili, is they would do a release at 9 o'clock in the morning. Okay, and when they do a release at 9 o'clock in the morning, the doors open at 10 o'clock. Therefore, at 9 o'clock, there's already people waiting in line over there for the premium lots. And depending on where you stand, where you currently stand, if you're all the way in the mainland, obviously your chances of getting these homes might be slim to none. So again, give me a call. I can represent you. I live literally 5 minutes away from this development, which is great. And I can drive over there and make sure I get your premium lot, and it doesn't cost you extra money or anything like that. No matter what, my services are free until the property closes. So that's a little bit about reservation. Now, again, reservation, the one thing that you're going to need as far as financial is your first deposit. And the way it works is you can either wire the funds to them. I can represent you if you're living in the mainland. That's something that I can definitely explain to the sales office and say, hey, my clients are from the mainland. They don't have a check. We can wire the funds to you. So if you're from the mainland, that's going to be one route. If you're here on the island, I would probably hold on to your check in my pocket in my office. So should a release come out, I'm there with your deposit, locking our reservations in. And again, let's just say your total deposit is $100,000, just for easy numbers. If you do this $5,000 deposit and your total is $100,000, that $95,000 is going to be due about 5 days before you move into your property. So as far as finances, upon reservation, you don't need all of your $100,000. All you need is $5,000 first. Then you can kind of go through the process of owning a home, and then at the end of that transaction, 5 days before you close, which is also our signing day, is the same time that you're going to require the remaining down payment. So it's very different from a 45-day close on resale properties, where you do a first deposit, then you do a home inspection, then you do a second deposit, and then you do a final deposit closer to that 45-day close. Okay, so that's a little bit different on development properties. Um, in Ho'opili, there's this thing called HOT, HOT, and it stands for Homeowners Tour. So again, when you're doing a homeowners tour, the main goal there is for you to get a general understanding on the properties that you're buying, maintenance. Where's your shut-off valve? Where is your electrical panel? Where is how do you basically maintain your water heater? Those are the things that the inspector is going to go over with you. So that way, when you become a homeowner, your Horton specialist will ensure that you understand all of this. My favorite part is actually doing the blue tape. So we'll walk around the properties, we'll put blue tape on every scuffs and scratches on all the paints. And their job is to give us the keys and all of this blue tape to be off of the wall. Therefore, they have touched up all the paint that we have marked up. So again, think of that as the final walkthrough, which is your homeowner's tour. That's in a development property. Next, now there is process within development properties that you don't have to do that you normally would do on a resale property. So a couple of the things that are non-required but you're more than welcome to do is termite inspection. So again, whenever you're buying brand new, you would think, maybe they don't need termite inspection. There are cabinets that have been placed in homes. Thank God it never happened to any of my clients or any of the properties we ever purchased in a Ho'opili property. But there are cabinets that possibly have already termites in them, even in the warehouse. So for you to come in there and do a termite inspection out of your own pocket or your money expense might be worth it, because then if these cabinets have termite damage, the development can come in there, rip it all out, and put brand new ones there to make sure that there's no termites. Yes, you will spend an extra $500 or $400, but it could be the difference between termite damage on all your cabinets. And cabinets installation can cost anywhere from $15,000 to about $20,000. So it depends on how big that kitchen is that you got. Okay. Another process is home inspection. In a development property, normally the buyer spends about $500 to $600 on a home inspection. In a development property, it is non-required, but are you more than welcome to hire one? And the answer is yes. You can call up your friend or anybody that you know that can do a home inspection, go in the property, check out your electrical, your plumbing, your basically your walls for moisture, all of those stuff to keep you in peace of mind. And yes, it is going to cost you $500 to $600, but just note the people that build these homes are still humans. They are still prone to making mistakes. So therefore, it is non-required, but home inspection can also be a must. Hiring at your own risk with your own expenses that could save you thousands of dollars in the future. So again, just kind of quick note on the home inspection. Survey. Personally, I've never done a survey on a property, especially development properties, because we all know that those are the lines, and normally they have already given us the survey, and we know which property lines is ours. So personally, it's non-recommended, but if you want to do it for peace of mind on a development property, go ahead and do a survey. Let's see what we got next here. Condo documents. Again, not all single family home properties. Most likely, this is going to be towards townhomes. Condo documents are association. And when you're buying a brand new development or new build, technically they don't even have paperwork yet as much as possible. So as far as condo documents, they do give you these thick books to give you all of the house rules, the building structure, all the permitting, all of that is within those books and also within a thumb drive. So again, it's up to you to review it, take a look at it. Again, the main point is condo documents is available, but again, none required in a development property. Last and definitely not least, we got final down payment and signing day. So in a development property, all of these steps, termite inspection, home inspection, normally goes pretty fast, breezy. But the last step of the entire process will be signing day. Once your loan has been finalized and the property is built within 90, I would say 95% done or completed, the loan officer will give you a call and say, hey, it's time to do your wet signature signing day. This same day is also going to be the final down payment is going to be due. And so from here, we schedule an appointment with you 5 days after signing day, and recordation, closing day, and key day will all be in one day. Okay, and that's going to be your closing time where we give you the keys, they go over the blue tape, make sure everything is in perfect condition, and voila, you basically get your home. So again, that's just a little bit of an overview on what it's like to own a development property here on the islands. If you have any further questions regarding how to get yourself involved in one and how we can both work as a team to be able to get you into a development, please do not hesitate to reach out to me. Follow me on IG, Christopher Tolentino _realtor, and I will be posting. I'm very current on those, on the current releases over at Hoopili. You get to see what is the price point look like, how are they kind of trajectorying on the upwards situation, if there's a red tag sale, all of those information regarding homes in Ho'opili. I'm that guy and I live in the community, so again, I'm able to drive down that road. And thank you very much for watching. That's all I have for now. Basically, the home buying process in Hawaii, development properties, specifically community Ho'opili.